This is it, the last piece of the puzzle. Formula GT, and I have myself a Polyphony 001 in all black. It's only 001 and 002 in this, so we're basically 1997 something, and McLaren MP44. Hello, Alex. "30 laps? I don't remember it being 30 laps. I don't remember this race being 30 laps. I remember this race being 54 laps, not 30. Unless we've got a different version of the game. I don't know. Let's begin. Let us begin. Still takes about over an hour, though. No, it's not. Ooh, put it in me. What is that name? Nice, you went to Canada. Also, hello, Romain. How you doing? Let's go. That's the name I don't recognise. Ooh. It's a weird name, I know. So, hello. I did it for a meal in the same car. This race should only take about, what? Less than half hour, because this track is quite short. Goodbye, you lot. Oh God! Oh, the feeling of the F1 cars is so different. Also, this one's very different. 30 laps of fat. I'm coming from Nate Sawyer Stream GT3 on Discord. I love that game. Nice, man. Good to see you coming from Nate's stream. How's Nate doing in his race? Is he? Now, how did Nate do? Because I think the race is finished by now. Come on! He did all right. That's good. That's good. Oh yeah, look at the speed! Oh, he's got me on the brakes. No, he's got me in the gravel. The sneaky git. F09 F1 is really good in this series. Yeah, but it's all... The thing is, it's Polyphony 001 and Polyphony 002, so it won't be anything like that. I think it's F686 and F094, depending on their designation of year. I tried Dirt Rally. Dirt Rally's a good game. I love that game. I remember getting it in early access. Go, go, go! 57 seconds. It's fun. It is a really fun game. California's fearing more earthquakes. They're fearing more aftershocks more than earthquakes, I'll be honest. But if anyone's from California watching this if anyone's from California live watching this, I hope you're okay. It sucks that the earthquakes are happening. It really, really is. I can remember those F1 cars in GT4. They were twitchy as heck to drive compared to GT3. Yeah, that's because GT4 has a completely different physics engine. %3 of a stronger one, so it might be magnitude 7.2 then. The next one, if the next one does hit, 3% chance. Oh, that's a low chance, but still, aftershocks will happen because it will happen. It's an earthquake. About 5 seconds ahead right now. Especially Group 3 here. Oh, yeah. And the Rallycross. I remember doing a... we got earthquakes here in Michigan, but we get earthquakes in Michigan. Because it's just one solid landmass. No. Detroit. No, Michigan's near New Jersey, I believe. Is it? Because like on the coast, but still near New Jersey, I think. My America history is rubbish. It looks like a mitten. Yeah. Too early. It was a workout. It was an workout. It's surrounded by 3 lakes. In that case, I want to go to Michigan when I go to the States. California, not so much. Full of bad drivers. But I want to go to Detroit. That was the home of... That was just the beating heart of the American V8. It is really bad. You have no idea. Well, I think it's like half of it. I think half of it is in quite bad shape, but I think it's back on the road to recovery. I think I'll pit in 2 laps. Round the sweeper, 15 seconds ahead. Oh, cut the corner a little bit. Fastest lap. Yeah, like I said, I think Detroit's on the road to recovery now. I think why the main reason why Detroit collapsed was because of the global financial crisis in the 80s. Where everyone's stock just like died a death. But hopefully with everything stabilizing in America, it should be on the road to recovery now. The highest earthquake that hit Michigan was a 4.6. That's not very much. I think the highest, oh god, the understeer. I think the highest earthquake we ever got in the UK was about 3.1. And even then, the last earthquake we had was a 0.6. And people were going mental because televisions were being knocked over. Yeah. We're in what... The UK is on a plate so big it can't really be shaken. There's no fault lines anywhere near the UK. Also, these tyres are knackered now. Remember arrows, years. Germany's strongest was 5.7. Nice. That's not, no, that's not nice. What am I saying? Evening, big face. How are you? Oh, god damn, that was a nice drink. Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that, fanboy. That was devastating. Not free bad. Oh god, here they come, and they're gonna have to pit soon. And in. Whoa! Bit of a drift from the F1 car. Or whatever it is. Yeah, it is an F1 car. What am I saying? It's based on an F1 car. Yeah, and that killed tens of thousands, that earthquake. But the most devastating by sheer destruction and after was Japan. Yep, they're pitting. Remember Sauber? Remember BMW Sauber? Remember Williams BMW? Just heard of 002. 002 is very slow due to turbo lag. Ha! Williams. Poor Williams. They had a pretty decent car in 2015 when Massa was driving it. Southern California has a 6.9 magnitude earthquake. Yeah, I read about that. Krakatoa was a big one, yes. Williams who? Oh, the understeer. No! I'll be in this view for now because I can at least see stuff. You, give me slipstream. Get out my way. Ah, I lost all the ground. On my way. Oh, knocked over. Good old OP slipstream, especially when it's an F1 car. There we go, got some. Get out my way. Out my way. Bloody things. I would buy a remastered. So would I. But that won't happen. That's never going to happen, man. Imagine F1 nowadays, that slipstream. Yeah, the slipstream would be ridiculous. Williams might be able to catch up to something. On my way. That was a whole lot better. Remember Jordan? Jordan. Good evening, Grump. How are you? And I'm doing great. We're on the final stretch now, dude. Oh, on the grass a little bit. If I was really brave, I probably would. And if I had fresh tires, but right now, on these tires, I don't think that's even slightly feasible. You doing good? Oh, hit some invisible gravel there. Right, pit in 2. Come on. What's the difference between two F1 cars in this game? One's a turbo. One's a turbo, and the other's naturally aspirated. No, the maximum longest race I ever did on this at least was 100 laps of Route 246. Right, better box next lap. Catching up to the back markers. To be fair, that's also pretty... Yes, it is. I didn't want to do... I really, really, really did not want to do like 100 laps of the track in an ordinary touring car. I wanted to get it as fast done as quickly as I could. You might want to live in horror because they get hurricanes. Well, I don't want to live in Central America either because you've got friggin' tornadoes. Basically, you're not safe anywhere, whether it be from Antifa, whether it be from white supremacists or acts of God. You are not safe. Turn in, you fool! This thing needs a pit. Never knew if your PlayStation survived it. Oh, tell me about it. I'm actually considering cutting them. I mean, I know my PS2 Slim has got a later model sensor on it, but the Slims heat up quite quickly. I think you need some tyres, bro. I know, man. I know. That's why I'm pitting. Right, second pit stop. Let's go. Move, move, move. Oh, crap. Here they come. Go! Go! It was fun watching the stream iRacing last night. Yep, Saturday night sim racing every Saturday. Or whenever possible, really. Although all the PC on Saturday is going to be packed in the house and locked up, because I don't trust anybody. I seen someone get a 47. How? They must have had a wheel. It's Saturday night shit posting. Yesterday I thought it was Sunday. Well done, sir. Yeah, what a surprise. They had a G27. Oh, we're getting some damn viewership today. Plus, they had a really good tune. Yes. I only got low 52s. Well, I'm using a controller, using the thumbsticks as a throttle. So, getting 52s is just impossible without the right setup. And I don't want to spend the rest of my life trying to get setups done for this car. I'm fine with its stock setup. Although for test course, I'm going to have to... The test course, I'm going to have to tweak a couple of things. Get rid of the aero, push up the gearbox, redo the Sunday Cup for the last time. Hell no. I'm good at shit posting. We all know you are. $39 seconds ahead. For the memes. Oh, that's gravel. Right, they're pitting again. Ever heard of the El Reno tornado in 2013? I have not heard of it, no. Ha 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 ha! I've lapped you two now! Whoa! That's something I did not intentionally do. Yep, I lost a whole second thanks to that. Right, the 002s are pitting in now. Will I catch up to them when they've stopped pitting and gain some slipstream? I wonder. I doubt that's going to be possible, but the 002s are quite slow because they've got loads of turbo lag. Was it an F5? Feel like Mercedes in 2014. Practically, yeah. They just, from nowhere, they flew. Oh, front tyres are already giving up. This isn't fair, ladies. The Zeds, oh yeah. I love me some Z as well. Although I don't drive, I ride bikes. I would like to get a Z one day. But one of the classic Zs, not like the 370 and the 350. Good evening, VX. How are you? Delicious slipstream! DRS is on! Oh, yeah. Yes, I am using the naturally aspirated one. Well, I don't want a Reliant Robin. .6 miles in width. How is that even possible? If it's free, I want one. Be like Clarkson. No. If I'm going to be like Clarkson, I'm going to drive a rusty Rolls Royce into a swimming pool. Ah! Been pushing me. Cut in the corner like a pro. Right, box next lap. Come on, turn in. If all the ingredients come together for storms and tornadoes, then they will be that huge. Jesus. I've heard of the fastest tornado ever recorded, which was something like 350 miles an hour. But I've never heard of a tornado that enormous. It must have been damn warm. Oklahoma is a very prone tornado state. Again, in America, you see in America you seem to be killed by any act of God. Do 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 do. Staying third because the fronts are done in. Yeah, easy. Time for front tyres. Gimme, 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 gimme. No, I've been lapped. No, they've got a lap back. Time to play catch up. Waking up at 12. Tornado outbreak of 11. I heard it was like, wasn't there like 5 tornadoes within a 2-mile radius? The F1 cars have such a weird stutter at 4,000 to 6,000 RPM. Yeah, they have a really weird noise. Get off me! Get off me! Leave me alone. Away. There's the DRS. I've got it. Oh yeah, largest hailstones, 4.6 inches. Remember Comfort in South? Are you sure? $326 tornadoes in an outbreak. What in the hell? Autocorrect was created by neo-Nazis. Correct your spelling, supremacist. No, correct your spelling. Spelling. You inferior race of human being. We are the spelling masters. Now go to jail for 2 days. For spelling the word sound wrong. Although, to be fair, swipe to type isn't any better. It confuses every single word. I put in sound. I put in sound at one point on swipe to type. And it came up with found. Oh, ooh, fastest lap. Moist and unstable atmospheric conditions produced the now infamous tornado outbreak. That was the start of it. And what was the end of it? Oh, they're pitting in again. But for some reason, it's just that one. Whoa! Talk about being caught. Yeah, forest fires. We barely have any other forms of natural disasters. We had fires in February. Although I believe that was just arson. $11 billion. Jesus. Oh, gravel. Get off the gravel. Get out the grass as well. God, the car just skips. Last lap. Bring in. Turn in some more. Oh, yes. Oh, my word. Bit of a drift. Ow. And finish. 1974 Super Outbreak. Hang in there. It's all done. Alright, 30? That's a low amount. Anyway, thumbnail time. There's all black everything. Got it. Next. That race was relatively short. Depressing. Yeah, quite. Okay, this is more laps and a much longer track. This makes no sense. EF4s and EF5s. Wow. Minardi clone, practically. Yes, this track around here in these is terrifying. Especially when you have no driver aids. Oh, I've just killed that one. And especially when you gain slipstream up here, it just becomes doom. Oh, the brakes don't work. It's off the wall. Out the way. Out the way. A typical Brock Lesnar match. I heard you like walls, so we put walls on your walls. And we put more walls on those walls. Whoa, that was a jump. Come on. Here we go. DRS open. Bananas. Gotcha. Stay in third, otherwise you'll spin out. Whoa. Okay, that was mildly fine. Right, this race is going to take 50 minutes. Some people here live in the past. Hey, it's good to live in the past sometimes. 40 laps of bananas. This is 40 laps of cinematic jumps. Whoa. Car just completely lost control. 40 laps of walls, pretty much. $116. I remember walls. Hey, they still make ice creams. And sausages. No, that's different walls. Braking, turning in. Ice cream walls. No, there's a company called Walls in our country, and they make ice creams. They're nice. And ice lollies. Imagine doing rally events in this. I think the Beginners League GT Championship actually had this with rally cars. Wait, rally events in one of these? Are you kidding me? $101 for fast time on this track. 1 minute 1. Well, that's if you don't screw everything up, which I am doing. Oh, wow. They put, don't spit. You spoke too soon there. Because there is test track, and it's 25 laps. That's later on, though. You spoke a little bit too soon there, buddy. It would be suicidal. Yeah, but gladly F1 cars don't have modulated rally tyres. That's yeah, 60 at least. No, VX, no. Yeah, too fast. Yes, but this is Polyphony Digital, and they don't like to be too generous. That's 5 laps. God. God. There we are. Rear tyres are starting to slightly go. Ooh. Ow, ow. Yes, Uru, they were, but then the server shut down. $50k at least. I would say $100k at least. Like, it was $50k for GT1's normal car cup. And that was just 5 laps of each track. And that included Autumn Ring Mini. So, yeah, there's a money tip grind. There's a money grind tip. You could just win over and over again on that. And win something shit. 500k. That was miles better. Apparently you used too many glitches, which we all know GT6 had plenty. Yes. Yes, it did. It was broken. You could abuse so many exploits. I mean, I'm glad they fixed it all, but sheesh, a ship product shouldn't be that bad. I think there was a save game bug in GT6 where you could actually... I think you could either create multiple saves and you get more money. Oh yeah, the custom track system as well. That's the event I'm on about, Scrump. GT2, a speed 12 around Red Rock, and 500 grand is yours. And you could just sell a speed 12. Also, box next lap. These rear tyres are starting to die. It would break the car forever. Whoa, big drift. Oh, that happened. The car will always accelerate forever. Yeah, like it was in a bleem vacuum. I think that's a sign now that my rear tyres are knackered. Yep, rear tyres are knackered now. Gotta be really careful on the throttle. Oh god, don't remind me about the Red Bull cars. I did get the a-spec F1. Oh god, the a-spec F1. That thing existed. An F5 Tornado in 1956 in Michigan. God. This car has become nunny. Thing wants to drift. An F1 race around here would be deadly, Remain. Anyway, it's time for me to pit. Right, so I found my pit cycle every 8 laps. I remember Silent Cry, I listened to it. Oh god. DRS is on! DRS is very on! Oh! Away. Whee! It needs to return at some point. What? What needs to return? I am very confused, boy, right now. Oh god, the a-spec F1. It will never return. Hell, the a-spec isn't even made anymore. At least when it comes to the UK. I have after this one. No, it won't be after this. I do a major series and then 2 small ones. And then a major series. Renegades was an alright album. Generation Freak Show was shit. Beta had no idea who they were while making that album. Ow! Generation Shit Show, pretty much. It may as well have been called that. That album was trash. You could do 24-hour races 3 times faster. Yes, you can, but I have to be very up. And my PS2 will never survive that. Most bands end up having at least one shit album, to be honest. Yeah. If I'm going to be doing 24-hour races, I'm going to have to find a way to cool the PS2 down. It may have to result in me actually, like, rigging a cooling solution for it. I watched some of the Nürburgring 24 hours. The Audi won that. Got blowing a fan on it. It may need to be a bit more than that. Oh, 113. Remember Seattle short? Oh, Seattle short circuit. Why didn't they? I know they had time constraints, but why didn't they just get an original PS2? That's easier said than done these days. Put it in the fridge. I've been through 5 PS3s, yet 1 PS2. Well, think about it for a minute. That was when they properly made stuff. Like, everything was built to last. I had an old model of my PS2. Yeah, but again, finding a fat PS2 is easier said than done these days. Loads of the fats are being kept as collector's items now. And some I've seen going for about £120. So you found GT6 hard? From what I've heard, it was really easy. That was a garbage lap. PS3 was melting. Oh yeah, I heard about GT6 sort of killing slim PS3s. I heard about that. I think the solution was to replace the hard drive and the fan. Like, you could plug in an SSD in a fat PS3. I know the cooling solution in the Slims were better, but it still wasn't great. God, the 8kg ones. One of my mates had one of those. And God, the solution is to not own a PS3. I actually heard the fan going on. Yeah, the heatsink in a fat PS3 was gigantic. Oh. I got the fat one, by the way. What, the fat PS2 or the fat PS3? Oh, the PS3. I remember the fat PS3s. My mate owned one. And at launch, they were £425, which if you convert that to today's money and add inflation, it would be about £600. They were eye-watering. And that's why they lost so many sales at the beginning. I mean, they were more reliable than the Xbox at the beginning, but they didn't have as many sales. But they had to do something. My original PS3 would turn off at random times. I think that would be the over temperature. protection, like, sort of kicking in. That'll be released on the PS5. I mean, there is no doubt now. The PS5 is coming next year. Yeah, the power consumption of my old PS3 was just insane. Who says it? Kaz himself. The developers said it themselves. It is coming for the PS5. It will not come for the PS4. Wow, that was... Good God. PS5. Well, Sony said it themselves. They haven't unveiled anything about it. Haven't read anything. I think with the PS4, they were just... They have the license with... They had the license with the FIA and they just made GT Sport. I just think it took a little bit too long for them to develop. And GT7... GT7, they said themselves, was going to be enormous. Right, I'm pitting this lap. I know, it feels bad, man. Get out the way! Whoa! 2012? What? No, they won't. They're scanning each car. They're scanning each car from the ground up. I mean, GT5 and 4 used old models from GT4. GT5 and 6. What am I saying? They used models from GT4, and it just looked so janky and inconsistent. Felt like a rushed product. Ooh, of course they will. I mean, GT Sport has got proper car sound, so no longer will you hear a V8 sound like a food blender. But it could be better. It could, yes. Some car sounds are really lacking. I mean, it's far better than the food blenders of yesteryear. There are sounds from GT1 that are still being used in GT4. I mean the vacuum cleaners. Yes, and the food blenders and the microwaves. But when you hear that low hum, just hair dryer. Don't spin the wheels, car. Yes, I think they just focused too much on the physics. They focused way too much on the physics, so they screwed that up horrendously. Well, when a company has like sleeping facilities, yes, they were ear rape. Mazda sound was surprisingly good. It's because they've been mostly around rotaries anyway. HSV GT500. Oh god, that sounded terrible, man. To my ears, it sounded awful. No, 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 no. It's my opinion. Deal with it. Yes, yes. Oh, you mean VX. I was going to say. You like the sound of the HSV GT? You must be deaf, man. Yes, and I'm getting Tallulah next month. Well, I'm getting it through Google Play, but still. Oh, I remember the sound of it. It was rubbish. Best sound of GT6 was the Tesla. I played the game last week, mate. It's awful. Alright, 002s are starting to pit. Fastest lap. Yeah, it's just yikes material. But miles better than all the others, that's the point. It still sounded terrible. Ow. Ow. Do, 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 do. So it sounded good compared to the rest. It's not saying much, but still, it sounds awful. I am a minute and 1 second ahead. Good cornering. And let's catch up to those back markers. The best sound was bonnet view. Sound like you're in a can. Yeah, the F1 engines were quite good. Go to a real race then. Ha! Yeah, go to a real race, man. Whoa, do not want to spin the tyres. I need to pit in 2 laps. I am sometimes on the Hockenheim ring. Go to the Nürburgring, it's better. I will this year. I'm probably going to Monaco next year. When my Evo is done. Wait, you got an Evo? That facepalm indicates something. Confirmed Evo. Can I tell you my engine blew? How nice of you. Oh god, for stream elements. Need to lose those. Let's tickets for F1 then. DTM sounds all... Yeah, DTMs are good. You, give me Slipstream. Dying series. Yeah, DTM is pretty much done. I mean, with series like Blancpain becoming popular, like traditional touring car series are just dying. Right, pit this lap. When the draft flies you, the stand is shaking. Yes, because the exhausts are ultra loud. DTM with Rallycross. Oh, DTM and Rallycross. Oh, rear tyres are starting to go. No! Okay, half an hour in. Oh my god! Oh, the Super GTs are awesome. I love watching those. Can't look at my way! I think I may have just caused an F1 car to oof. No, it's moving, it's moving. Too bad they haven't managed the series together yet. The yawns are setting in. They will in November, just read it. Nice. That means Bathurst is going to be interesting. I'll give him 2 days. It goes around American football fields. Is it called... No, I was going to say Indianapolis. No, it's not. It goes around an American football field. Is it Belle Isle? Pretty sure it's Belle Isle. Like right next to it. It must be Belle Isle. I wonder how that hypercars. Oh, the hypercars. The hypercars look awesome. That I will say. They're going to be... The infield is the football field. No, GT2 class was years ago VX. There will still be a... There'll still be a GT... No, it'll be called What would it be called? GTLM? Or is it going to be GT something? Yeah, I want to bring it back like with the GT1 class. Well, if they bring back well, if they're going to rename GTE to GT2, fine. Okay, I guess. But don't put in the stupid fucking rules like they did with the last GT2 class. Like, wings must be a certain height. If they can run hybrids. I think it's optional. It's held NASCAR races 1952 to 1971. Well, it's America. What do you want? So far into the past. I know, we're all past boys here. Ow! Yeah, but it's a very small hybrid system. They're only allowed certain size of hybrids. So they don't go millions of miles on tanks. Because that's what they did when Audi introduced the R10. When the R10 came, when the R8 and the R10 came in, they went for mile after mile on a full tank. And they absolutely destroyed the field. All tracks under half-mile were removed. Well, when you consider that cars were hitting 212, I wouldn't be too surprised. Now the smaller tracks are pretty much being used for training purposes. Races every day, every week. Yeah, that's probably just the smaller cars though, banger race and whatnot. The trolling is hard in here. This place is the home of trolling. It's a wall. Oh, it's pitting. It had the NASCAR K&N Pro Series. Why did they have the Pro Series there? If it's such a short track, what would be the point? Basically, it's a feeder series to NASCAR. Yeah, I know the K&N series are feeder series to NASCAR, and so are the trucks. They had a great race there. Sounds like a NASCAR of the past. I think the Super Formula Series is kind of weird. It's quite hard to get used to at first, but they're incredibly similar. All the cars are built by either they're built by Dallara or they're built by Ligier. Be run the caution. And they have a very similar engine setup, only they're about 20% less powerful. No, not 20% less powerful. I think they've got a smaller hybrid system. Woohoo! sold out. God damn. Nice. That one will be changed soon. I will no longer be with that. I will no longer be using that one. The 4th tier NASCAR race. Well then. I mean, I do like the series. It's just kind of... Oh god, car, please. I don't know why they're weird to see those at first. They're just a slightly different design to standard Formula 1 cars, mate. People want it back for NASCAR as a midweek race. Well, if they do, then it's going to be sold out. It's going to be a big seller for them, but... Currently, the biggest races they've got, they're Talladega and Daytona are their biggest races. Where most of the teams are. I'm used to F1 cars, but these look like between F1 and A2, not many know. It's very big in Japan. It's not very big. It's not very big everywhere else. That's why you'll find. That's why they'll kind of race on tracks like Autopolis and. Out the way, you tit. They can go between the $1 million race and the 600-mile race. Well then. It's very big in Japan, which is why... I mean, they'll only race in Japan because it's the... Oh my god. They won't go worldwide. Fucking hell. Be pushing me straight out of the way. This guy's getting aggressive. You get the best battling out for $1 million, yeah. Yeah, but like I said, Uwu, they won't go out. It's a Japanese homologated race, and it's not approved for worldwide anything. Like you've got, there are a few like foreign drivers in there. There's a Russian, there's an Irishman. See it once. Yeah. If only. An endurance race in 1 week. So sounds like a better schedule. To there was also an NASCAR driver called Dick Trickle, yeah. Oh, they broke a bit hard. That would be fun. That would be terrifying. We can finally see what's slower, a Williams or Super Formula. Out the way. Was about to say, yeah. The USA has lots of weekly races, and they're all mainly NASCAR. So, yeah, kinda. He absolutely dominated them. Dick Trickle has won again. Also, that was a pretty awesome look. That was a pretty awesome chicane. He has won over 1,000 races. He must have been meme of the century then. Mr. Dick Trickle. 20,000 and 2,000. Well then. Damn good driver. Until he was 48 in 1989. Jesus. He had to wait his time, didn't he? He did move up to NASCAR because he was making more money. How? How? He was in a lesser series. Unless he was like highly promoted pretty much everywhere. I'm not even sure, Ubu. Well, on straight line speed, Turbo versus NA, and NA wins. .9 with 5 laps to go. Whoa, that was fast. Join F1 at 46 is a no-go, yeah. I mean, if you think about it, Kimi Raikkonen is going to be retiring when he's 42. No, when he's 41. He's been in F1 for friggin' donkey's years. Most drivers were retiring into the late 50s. I think he joined when he was 23. God damn it, come on, car. Won his first World Championship in 07 by a single point. Never won anything else after that. Never won any other championship after that, which is sad for the Iceman. I think it was 01. Died in 92. And then came along his son, Kyle Petty. I think he was one of the drivers who protested the restrictors because it would make races very unsafe. I might pit after this lap. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely pitting after this lap. So he joined F1 in 2001 when he was 22. Yes. But still, the youngest ever person to enter F1 was Max Verstappen. He joined when he was 17. Max is just insane. He's a damn good driver, but he can be a bit immature. Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt he got better. And he got a Honda engine, their first win in 13 years. God damn it, car. Go. Richard Petty had a son named Ampet who unfortunately died in 2000. God. Yeah, good old Honda. After 2015's debacle with McLaren, they finally redeemed themselves with a much better engine. And actually, I'll be honest, if because they won their first, because a Honda powered Honda unit won an F1 race in like donkey's years in his debut NASCAR season, wow, man. I was just about to say, because a Honda powered unit finally won F1. This may actually bring Honda back. I guess only time would tell. God, I'm turning far too early. They also had a thing for fights. I just hope for the best for them. Well, we've got a race-winning car now. Well, Red Bull's got a race-winning car now. Proper race-winning car. With a proper driver to match. Not like Pierre Gasly, who cannot drive. How is he doing worse in a Red Bull than he was doing in a Toro Rosso? Was removed in 05. Which Rockingham? Ours or theirs? Kappa. Ow. Gasly's going to be replaced quite early. I just know it. He's doing terrible for him. He's doing terrible. Maybe it's because of too much pressure, or maybe he's just unlucky. I don't feel bad for him, but like Jesus, yeah, he is. He's doing pretty horrible. And there we are, another 30k. Next ones will be coming up after these messages.